actually have some.
Listen for me in a violin. Listen for me when the knife is turning. Listen for me when the world is burning. Babe, would you listen for me? Listen for me in a crowded street. Listen for me in a winning streak. Listen for me when you're at your peak. Babe, would you listen for me? Listen for me in a child's power. Listen for me in a golden hour. Listen for me when you're on your own. Listen for me when you're far from home. Listen for me when you can't go on. me in the skin of birds. Listen for me when the
No shoving, no pushing, but make sure you get your antibacterial.
Nine, 6, 9. You are a winner! Give her a big huge round of applause. Everybody, let's give it up for Meringues! Let's go! Awesome. 3, 6. Hang out in the air conditioning.
Thank you for saving my soul.
Zero, 6, 3, 6, 9, 7, 2.